Hi there everybody, this is Psychic Medium Robin from Spiritual Abundance, and I'm here today to chat to you or with you regarding a number of issues regarding ethics and ethics with psychic mediums, ethics with advisors, ethics with clairvoyants, ethics with anybody who is claiming to be an advisor, a psychic medium, a clairvoyant, whatever they are claiming in the spiritual world. If this pertains to them, then you need to hear it. Okay, I've been struggling to write this article for several weeks now. It has burnt very, very, very hard on my heart, and has left quite an indentation there. The whole purpose for this is because somebody was ripped off by a inverted commas psychic healer, Christian coach, whatever this person wants to call themselves. And I felt angry, I felt hurt, I felt betrayed by what they were doing, and I felt that it needs to come into the light. So I've tried to make the explanation as black and white as possible, because my reason for writing this is to protect the public. However, it is not a black and white issue. There are many shades of grey. The shades of grey are not just surrounding the areas that I'm going to talk about today. Please use this only as guidance, but always rely on your own discernment of the situation. Sitting with a psychic or a medium is not therapy. You are an equal party paying for a personal service. You're reliant on the reader, and the reader should not make any attempts to encourage you to be dependent upon him or her. Assume the best intent on the part of the reader, because most readers have your best interest at heart. However, be prepared when you're presented with evidence to the contrary. The definition of ethics is the rules or standards governing the conduct of a number of members of a profession. Unfortunately, we are in a society where we have unregulated professional ethics in the industry we are in. In many professions, ethics are widely known and agreed upon, either through common knowledge or more commonly through statute. However, in the psychic medium profession, there aren't laws that regulate the ethics of the profession. I am a proponent of self-regulation and personal responsibility, so I don't see this as a detriment. However, self-governance relies on high moral conduct, and sometimes, unfortunately, people don't always hold themselves to the highest standard. This lack of moral character sometimes translates to some people conducting business in a manner that is not ethical. Although my experience has been that most people in this profession are well-meaning and strive to do the right thing, this profession, like every profession, has some people who choose to do things the wrong way. Unethical behavior. There are some standards of conduct that, although not codified, are observed by all reputable psychic mediums. For example, most psychic mediums consider the following practices substandard or inappropriate. Examples of blatant unethical behavior by a psychic medium are as follows: evoking fear, claiming that you, your money, or some cherished object are possessed or cursed, but for a fee, he or she would be able to, and happy to, remove the spell or lift the curse. Predicting death, telling a healthy person when and how you are going to die. If you have encountered or encounter a psychic medium who engages in the above behavior, please find a different psychic medium. The ethics of the shades of grey I was talking about earlier. In addition to blatant unethical behavior in a reading, there are a lot of grey areas. The following are a few examples. These are grey areas, because at times these type of readings can be conducted in an ethical manner, but in other cases providing this information is outside the boundaries of information that should be shared. In general, I feel a third-party reading is the biggest grey area there is in this work. A third-party reading is when a sitter asks for information or a psychic medium provides information about a living third-party person who is not present at the reading. The following are some personal perspectives regarding third-party readings. Tangible relationships. In my opinion, this type of third-party reading is rarely ethical. When you ask, can I read your son's girlfriend's mother's friend without her knowledge? Probably. Should I? No. Will I? No. There are psychics and mediums that have no issue running willy-nilly through all the tangible relationships you might have to provide you with information about all of the people in your life. In my opinion, this is basically psychic gossip, and I won't be party to it. If your adult daughter wants you to know that her boyfriend lost his job, she'll tell you. Until that time, it's really none of your business. Nor is it mine. If your co-worker is cheating on his wife, that's for his conscience and his God to judge, not you. If your son's mother-in-law is ill, that is for her doctor to diagnose and for her to decide to share. No matter how well-meaning you are or the psychic medium might be in gaining knowledge about a situation that does not involve you, it is really none of your business. Then it shouldn't be shared. Committed relationships. This type of third-party reading is highly dependent upon the ethics of the reader. Many psychics and mediums consistently provide this type of information in an ethical manner. However, the sitter should use caution in utilizing information that you receive from a psychic medium that you can't validate independently. For close relationships, such as spouses, I can provide limited information by reading the relationship, not the other party. Generally, this is going to confirm information you already know versus providing you with some great insight into the other person's psyche. To read your spouse without his or her permission in any other manner is, in my opinion, unethical. If the third party is too closely intertwined with the relationship, so I'm unable to separate the two, I will decline to provide any information about relationship or the third party. Minor children. The clear exception to third party readings for me is minor children, for which you have custodial responsibility. If you have no custodial responsibilities for the child, it is inappropriate for you to try to gain knowledge through a psychic medium reading. You may ask questions about your minor children, for whom you have custodial responsibility. Spirit will generally only share information with me that is in the best interest of the minor child. So again, generally, the information I receive and translate for you will not be new information, but rather confirmation of information you already know. My personal ethics related to this work as a result of me taking the time to really consider what I feel is appropriate and also relying on Spirit to guide my work in this manner. I ask Spirit to help me to enforce ethical boundaries by setting the intention with Spirit to only share information with me that is for your highest and best purpose. Therefore, I won't receive psychic gossip from Spirit. However, if a safety issue arises, for someone close to you, Spirit may take the opportunity to use our session to convey information to you, which is in another circumstance may be outside my reading purview.